Is
Yeah.
being vulnerable a positive trait? Some people wouldn't think being vulnerable is a positive trait. Do you think vulnerability is a positive trait?
I really do. I think when you are comfortable being vulnerable, and this is in many ways described as a leadership book. And so my publisher was absolutely astounded that I insisted on having a entire chapter dedicated to love. And he thought, what does that have to do with leadership? And I said, it has everything to do with leadership. And so, being vulnerable, I think, enables you to seem more authentic to your teams as a leader. Being vulnerable allows you to assess yourself in a realistic manner, because the unwillingness to be vulnerable in many ways is a consistent commitment to wanting to portray a facade in some ways. I have to be the strong leader that understands everything and knowing what to do in every situation. And what I talk about in the book is that in many ways we're chameleons as leaders, that there are times when we're coaches, there are times when we're authentic mentors to others, and there are times when we have to take charge, like in crisis situations. You want a single voice to get the job done. You don't want a variety of different perspectives and opinions. You want a single plan. And so I think being vulnerable is also being comfortable with understanding you don't have all the answers. And that kind of profession, professing that to your teams, I don't have all the answers, but together we'll absolutely come up with the answer, brings the best out in people, because they're not only waiting for direction, they realize for the organization to succeed, for society to succeed, that we all have to contribute our individual elements. And so there's often these sort of weaves that I try to draw. And what I say about our society in Canada is, in many ways, we have repeatedly demonstrated that a rising tide lifts all boats. And that's become the sort of maxim of my life. In many ways, my social net that I benefited from, helped elevate many of us who were less fortunate. And now together we elevate all. And so I think organizations can sort of adapt that philosophy, but as a society, I think we would benefit strongly from looking at that.